What is going on, world? Welcome to another full day of intermittent fasting with the Hungarian experiment. You guys already missed it there, but I did my 20 minutes of reading and some of my handstand push-ups there, and now I'm ready to tackle the day with my second coffee. Yeah. Now, some of you guys were wondering in the 48-hour fast, is this just a black coffee? Like there's foam on the top and everything. If you guys look at the packaging here, it's technically 100% Arabica beans. So it's all black coffee, but this Tassimo machine whips it into a little foam at the end. I'll show you the box real quick here. So as you can see here, Cafe Crema from Nabob Company. Full-size cup of coffee with a layer of richly aromatic golden foam, also known as crema. And it doesn't show it on the box there, but if you guys go look it up online or you get the full packaging that it comes with, it says it's 100% Arabica beans. But either way, I had 3 or 4 black coffees every single day during my 48-hour fast, so I thought I'd just bring that up for you guys that only this year I started drinking coffee. I've been experimenting around to see how it affects my body while intermittent fasting throughout different stages of the day. And to be honest, I've really been enjoying it. I'm really implementing it into my life over these last couple months, and it's just another factor now that I really enjoy my life and that I enjoy that I experimented around with it. I pushed it to the test, and now I know how to really get the most effect out of it during the different stages of my day. So I'm gonna finish this coffee up. I got a little bit of work to do, and I thought today would be a great day to take you guys through my productivity calendar, my tracking calendar, and all the calendars I use to document my life. I've taken you guys through it on Snapchat here and there, so if you're not following me along on Snapchat, make sure you do. The picture will pop up right here. Pause this video, go follow me along on Snapchat, because I try to document all the things in my life that I can't put into these videos. So make sure you guys are following me along on there. Send me your snaps, send me all that kind of stuff, because if you're not following me along on there, you might be missing some key information. So I'm gonna take you guys through all my calendars, but first, let's give you guys a little physique update. All right, all set and ready to go to the gym there. Now, that's the last physique update you guys are gonna get from me until my 1-year transformation photos at the end of July there. At the end of July, you guys will be able to physically see on my own body if I manage to put on muscle while doing intermittent fasting for a whole year. Now, I've been doing intermittent fasting for over 5 years now, but every single year at the end of July, I like to take transformation photos so I can get a nice comparison year after year, and I can see what is going on with my body and how it's changing from the different workouts I'm doing, from the different lifestyle choices that I'm doing. And that is why I believe it is extremely important to be documenting your life. So today I'm going to show you guys all my documenting and tracking calendars there, and today is also my productive day. I don't have to work today, so today I try to get as much other work done as possible, like the YouTube channel, like building my own knowledge and my own skill base, as you saw in the morning there with handstand push-ups and making sure I'm reading for 20 minutes. Life is situational. I try to do that stuff in the morning every single day, but it just doesn't happen sometimes. Like the last few days, I was doing everything I could to edit up that 48-hour fast. Besides going to work, going to the gym, and eating, I was basically editing that video. And if I didn't use all my time to edit that video, it would take me like an extra 2 or 3 days. So I want to take you guys through my life. I don't do everything 100% perfectly, but you guys may be able to emulate some of the things I do. You can nitpick things from me as well as other YouTubers and as well as other human experiments, and then you can apply them into your life. Experiment around and see how it's affecting you and your body. So let me take you through my documenting and tracking calendars here so you guys can get an idea of how to track and document your own life. So this is basically my lifting and my body weight calendar. Right when I wake up in the morning, I do my morning duties in the bathroom there. I weigh myself and then I track it right away. And then I usually plan out what I'm gonna do for the day in terms of lifts. I'm still not 100% sure. It's probably gonna be a weak point workout, but that life is situational. I don't like to be restricted by my days. I don't like to wake up and have the whole day programmed for me. I kind of like waking up, especially on my days off, and taking the day as it goes. It's very relieving and stress-free. So let's look at the past month, and you can see here. So each of these circles is when I did a growth hormone test. And as you can see here, here is just everything that I've done in terms of physical activity. So any X's is where I did stomach vacuums at least 5 times a day. You can see my sauna sessions. You can see when I had a rest day, what I did on that day in terms of my lifts as well as my body weight. And also here too, you should see like cheat day, 2-a-day workouts. So I make sure I document all my physical activity here in this calendar, and I can just quickly go back and look at my whole year, quickly see, this month I used to build up my physique and build up personal knowledge. So if I go look at my other calendars and see that there was a lack of productivity on that month, or maybe I didn't get as many videos or as much done, it's because I was focusing heavily on my physique and building up my personal knowledge. So I did a whole lot of reading, and I made sure I took like an extra half an hour to an hour in the gym to focus on my form, focus on my lifts, focus on things that I needed to focus on. Here we go, no pre-workout month, coffee experiments month, just as I discussed this morning in the video. Grind month for work, so I made sure I worked really hard. I put a lot of hours in at work. So that's where that calendar sits. I also have a nice big whiteboard where this is only for the Hungarian experiment and all my future plans and ideas with that. If you come here, head towards the bathroom, there's a monthly calendar sitting right here, right next to me in the beautiful. And this is to help me track anything that is going on in my personal life. So videos, 48-hour fast. Here, I can see that the beautiful one left me for a full month. I had my growth hormone tests. My grandparents came to visit me. I had meetings. So everything here, I can quickly look back and see how productive my month was in terms of all in all, overall, how productive I was. This month, I pumped out 2 or 3 videos a week. Awesome. The month before, I pumped out decent amount of videos, didn't have as many meetings, just 1 meeting a month, but nothing else really went on in that month. As you see, there's no green here. Here, this month, I barely did any videos, and if I go look in my workout book, that was probably the month where I was focusing on my physique and personal knowledge. So this month I only did 6 videos, only 6 videos in that month, whereas as in May here, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos. So this was a lot more productive month in terms of the Hungarian experiment. But March was a very productive month in terms of my personal knowledge and developing my physique. Building an impressive looking physique is not the most important thing in life. You have to consider what you're most passionate about, what you care the most about, and then you need to balance all that out and manipulate your life to get the results you want. You have to learn, you have to build new skills and knowledge so you know how you're doing it, and learning how to document and track your life is one of those important skills that I believe you need to have in your arsenal of tools. I'm going to show you another calendar here. So this is my day-to-day productivity calendar. I ran out of red pens, so you're going to see it switch colors here, but anywhere I gave myself a star is when I went above and beyond. A square means, I got everything done that day. Awesome. As you can see here, I can quickly look back to 48-hour fast, the beautiful returns, all my productivity. I forgot to document that day, but it's all good. This week was pretty productive. I got a couple stars, I got a few squares, so awesome. Week before, starred out almost the whole week. Plus I had growth hormone tests, dojo, my grandparents came to visit. So this is to document every single day and to make sure that I'm keeping on track. That way, if I feel like I had a crappy week the week before, I can go look back and be like, I was sick that week, it wasn't so productive, but the week before that, I was very productive, and I can afford to have a week off. And now on top of that, I have to-do lists, I have lists on my phone, I have so many things that are helping to track and document my life, so that way I can ensure that I'm always being productive, that I'm always putting 110% effort into the things I'm doing. Working smarter, not working harder. You can put as much effort into something that you're doing, but you might not get the results because you're not working smart. You're not taking full advantage of your time and your skills and your knowledge. So that's why I believe it is very important to document your life. Make sure you are progressing. Make sure that every little thing that you are doing day to day is leading towards something. And if it's not leading towards something, you're just experimenting with something new that you can go look back and see how it affected you, your body, and your life. Well, I believe that's enough talking for now. It's time to head off to the gym for a nice weak point workout.
2 hours later.
After filling out my weak points over this last year to a year and a half, I really feel my body. It's in so much more control now. I'm so glad that I didn't just keep lifting and lifting for my ego, and that I really looked at where I was lacking in terms of my body and muscle growth, and I really made sure I focused on it for about a year and a half. So I'm coming back into the full body lifts like I said earlier today, and oh my god, I feel so much more in control of my body. I'm so excited for the 1-year transformation photos, and I'm excited to take you guys through some of my fasted workouts in the next week to a week and a half here. But I stopped at Subway there to pick up a nice 12-inch honey oat turkey with double meat because I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but today is my productivity day. I have to record 2 to 3 videos on top of this one. So I've got a lot to do today. I got a sub so I didn't have to cook up any food right when I got home, so I could just get right into my work and I could stay in the same mental state and the mental path that I was on at the gym. As you can see here, I'm kind of slurring my words a little bit. I'm sitting around 17 to 17 and a half hours fasted right now, and because I just got home from the gym, I'm very depleted right now. I'm very run down. I still feel great. Like if you guys watch the 48-hour fast, I can still cognitively articulate myself. I can still consider things that are going on in my life, but as you see, things get harder. It's harder to speak because the carbs are depleted from my system. So my brain doesn't have that first energy source. It's got to use ketones and it has to use fat as fuel. So it's not as easy for my brain to use that stuff. It prefers carbs first, people. Your brain prefers carbohydrates as fuel, and it actually works better on carbohydrates as fuel. And I believe it's important to have carbs in your system, but that's a whole nother story. And on my way home, this happened again.
Here we are at the front of the intersection with this lady just 5, 8, 10 feet back from the line. Like, why? Why? I don't get it.
Just don't understand, like, why? What is the purpose of sitting 5 to 10 feet back from the line? You might think, oh, well, what's the big deal? I'm just not at the line. But you don't know what you're affecting behind you. If you're in the right lane, you might be stopping people from continuing on their path just because you decided to sit 10 feet back. And then the person behind you is 10 feet back as well. So can some of you guys leave a comment and please let me know why people are doing this? Are they just illogical, or is there an actual reasoning behind this? Because honestly, it's stuff like this out in the world, out in society, that really pisses me off. I don't get mad at the person, but I get mad at the fact that it's a growing trend. If you guys have been following along my journey over the last year and a half here, I've shown in several of my videos, and I try to snap it when it does happen, even though you're not supposed to use your phone while you're driving. But it's just ridiculous nowadays here in London, Ontario. I swear to God, every single light you pull up to, and this is a video that I want to do in the future, documenting how people drive here in London and how our city streets are just a little illogical. You can't see the signs as you drive up, but so many people nowadays are just hanging back 10 feet from the line. And personally, I believe it's because they want to sit there and text, or they want to check their phone, or because they don't want to sit right next to another human being. But I think it is absolutely ridiculous. Like, why? What is the purpose of it? You are just holding other people back from traveling around the city, and that is not optimal. Whew. Well, that was a rant and a half, so now that I'm all back home, all done my workout, it's time to fuel myself back up and time to get some work done on my day off. Ostinato rigore world. Be constantly rigorous in everything you do in life. So I just finished up editing the physique update that you guys saw at the beginning of this video here, and I'm just about to head up to the roof so I can record a couple of videos. I like the atmosphere up there and having the nice, all the clouds and the nice scenery in the background. I just find it works better for certain videos compared to others. That's just my personal opinion, and I've been watching what you guys comment and what your opinions are on my different types of talk time videos, because some I'm just like staring at the camera talking, and you guys hate that I barely blink. So I like going up to the roof, throwing my aviators on, and then just talking about things that are going on in my life or things that I see out in society and I want to discuss, rather than things that I want to discuss because of my YouTube channel, like intermittent fasting. When it's something serious and scientific that I've spent a lot of time experimenting with, then I will sit down at the table there and I will just discuss it with you guys. But if it's something that I want to learn more about for myself, or I'm just pondering to the world, I like to go up, I like to change the scenery, and I like to change the environment that I shoot my talk time videos. So I would love your opinions on that, guys. If you guys like those videos compared to other videos, please leave your comments. I'd love to know what you guys think. But since we're still downstairs and I'm still working on my computer here for a little bit longer, I want you guys to please go check out the GoFundMe. Right now I have a GoFundMe at www.gofundme.com/HEBloodTest. And this is where I am collecting donations for my growth hormone sample kits. Now these sample kits are not cheap. They're about $177 each. And right now I can't really afford that on my own. So I need your help, world. If you guys want to see me continue these growth hormone experiments, watch me manipulate my life to see if intermittent fasting, to see if saunas, to see if heavy lifting compared to hypertrophy affects your base growth hormone output, then I need your help. Please go check out that link. It's in the description box below as well. And if you guys have the means, please donate. Even $5 or $10 is more than enough to get the ball rolling, to get this going. And one thing that I love about this, and I love that you guys are helping support this, is that right now we are actually doing something monumental. We are showing the world, we are showing people out there in the world that if the public wants to see something come into fruition, then they will fund it. If someone has something that they are extremely passionate about and they document it and they explain and describe why they're doing it and the effects that they hope to see in a scientific process, then the public will help fund that. They will fund things that they want to see and what they want to learn from. And to be honest, I believe this is how we should be handling most scientific studies. We can't trust the government anymore. We can't trust corporations to do things properly, to get every single factor involved. They want to prove that certain things work. They're going out there and using test subjects. They're using factors that will make the thing that they want to prove happen. Whether it is a clear result or not, they will pick small test groups to prove that something works in their favor. But if we can have the public funding scientific studies and funding the studies that individuals want to see happen and funding the people that they want to see them get tested on, then we can actually really prove some things, rather than having government and corporations telling us what they want you to eat or what they want you to do. Right now, I'm just trying to show you guys what works on my own body. Right now, I got 3 growth hormone tests done in May. The very first growth hormone test came in. I'm still waiting for the results from the others, so I don't want to give you guys too much information, but I'm in the top 94 percentile for growth hormone output. I'm around 3,500 PG/GCR, where I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Something about the creatinine that's in your urine that helps to measure growth hormone output, and the average is around 200 to 2,200. So I am well above and beyond the highest average for growth hormone output. That could be due to a host of many factors like my age, my physical activity, but as well, and what I believe and what I'm trying to prove is that intermittent fasting has a huge factor in my growth hormone output, as well as the sauna use. Now, how do I prove this? How do I prove that this works? I As I said there, I got 3 growth hormone tests to get a nice baseline reading of my body, and my whole goal after my 1-year transformation photos, as long as the funding is there, I will completely change my diet. Not the foods I eat, but I will begin to eat 6 to 8 small meals for a whole month. I want to change my body and see if intermittent fasting really does have this great effect on my base hormonal output. Then we can start doing this between hundreds, thousands of other people. We can have human experiments who are documenting all their life factors and getting growth hormone or blood testing done so we can see exactly what factors are having an effect, and then we can compare them to the hundreds and thousands of other people. So if there's someone whose life factors are extremely similar to mine, but they don't go to the sauna, they do intermittent fasting, they do the same type of lifts, maybe they are even Hungarian, male, 26 years old, then we can see exactly what factors are going on in their life, what factors are going on in my life that are a little bit different, and then we can see the results that are coming. But this can't be done if we have government and corporations who are behind it all, because they want to prove something. They want to say, my product works, or their product doesn't work, or eat this food because the industry that is supplying my funding for a political campaign is the one that I need to support right now, and I need to back up and prove that their things work. But if I'm getting funded by the public, then why would I have anything that I need to prove? I don't need to prove intermittent fasting works if it doesn't work. Why would I? And that's where we need to get in this world and get in this society. And this is the whole thing that we need to change. With the Canada-wide profile that I talked about in a video way back, we can have it so that every single human being is already getting $1,000 or $5,000 a year from their government if they are doing basic things like answering polls, participating in the community, and volunteering their time. And then they get $5,000 a year for them to live, like a living wage. So if everyone had this immediate $5,000 a year, then they could go out there and do things that they're passionate about. Besides just worrying about having to go to a job and slave away for 8 hours every single day. So I know this was a little long there, and this might have been a little convoluted. I hope my mental whatever was going on in here stayed on the path so that you guys could understand my whole plan behind it and why I'm trying to do this. This isn't just for myself. If I wanted to just prove things for myself, then I would have worked my ass off to make as much money as I can to learn it for myself. Why would I document it on YouTube? I want to document this stuff so you guys can learn too, so that we can all benefit from this. My whole goal with this YouTube channel is to create a resource that I could never find as a child and as a teen growing up. I always wanted to know what type of physical activity will lead me to a higher growth hormone output. What types of foods will provide a higher growth hormone output? Or if I change, or like if I have to eat 2,000 calories throughout the day, can I eat it all at once? Should I spread it throughout the day? What's the most optimal thing to do as a human being? And to be honest, I could never find that. All I got was people telling their personal accounts in life. I could never find anything documenting long-term how their body was changing, if they were able to put on muscle mass while doing these certain things and all these factors that are affecting their lives. So once again, I'm so sorry I keep getting off track here, but this is something I am very passionate about, and I want to prove to the world that we can do this. We can have human experiments out there who are testing and pushing different factors to the limits, and that the public will fund and support the things that they want to see. So if you guys want to see if different factors affect your growth hormone output, then let's test it on me first. I will be the little guinea pig. I will willingly eat 6 to 8 small meals a day for a whole month to a month and a half just to prove, not even to prove, just to see if there is a change in my growth hormone output. And I'm willing to be as strict as possible and display and document it all for you guys. So if you guys want to know how your growth hormone output is being affected, then we need to increase the demand for growth hormone testing kits. We need to show the world that this is something that people want to do, that they want to see what their base growth hormone output is, and then when they go to change their lifestyle, how big of an effect did that change have on their body and their hormonal output. And if we increase the demand for growth hormone test kits, then the price will go down. Other businesses around in the world will see that there's a demand for this, and they will come out and they will help it. They will make it come into fruition. So we need to show the world. We need to be the founders of all this stuff. We need to show the world that if we want to see something, that we're going to fund it. If we support and believe in something, that we are going to support it throughout the whole process, and that we are going to be there. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's already donated to the GoFundMe and the growth hormone testing journey. You guys are absolutely amazing. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys. So thank you so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. Now, if you guys have the means, I could really use your help. We need about $150 to $200 more to get the next 3 growth hormone testing kits, which should be around September. So we have about 2.5 to 3 months to raise that money, and I know we can do it, world. So if you guys have the means, please go check out the GoFundMe. As I said, it's in the description box below there, and please donate if you have the means. Once again, you guys are absolutely amazing, and I couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you so much.